As my colleagues and I stand here today, I'm reminded by the words of Dr. Martin Luther King. The time is always right to do what is right. The time was right in 2020 when then Assemblymember Dr. Shirley Weber authored AB 3121 to establish the Reparations Task Force, and Governor Newsom signed it into law. The time was right in June of 2021 when the 9-member task force met for the very first time and were addressed by Secretary of State Weber. She noted, "This task force brings together experts who understand how we as Californians are still affected by slavery and its successors in our own state, including redlining, theft of labor, wealth and capital, over-incarceration, over-policing, and systemic discrimination. The aim of the task force is to heal the injustices of the past and present with tangible action and set a course for a better future for African Americans in the state."
I.D.B. Wells stated, "The way to right wrongs is to turn the light of truth upon them." The Reparations Task Force turned the light of truth, and this is laid out in ACR 135. This is the foundation upon which we will build for this year and years to come.
We have to understand that in order to do some of the most innovative and some of the most targeted reparations legislation, we must first clear the path of any legal barriers that exist within our Constitution.
In any apology, you have to acknowledge the harms that you've done. It's hollow in any apology unless you actually state why you're apologizing, not only for the people inside this room, but also the people outside this room to acknowledge it. Otherwise, you're complicit in the crime that has been foisted on African Americans for centuries.
I feel that Frederick Douglass is smiling on us. Dr. Charles Drew, Rosa Parks, and the list goes on and on. The responsibility that these 12 members have today to change the trajectory of California, change the course of righting the wrongs of this state. We stand in John's shoes today, and I am absolutely thrilled and excited to stand with each member of the California Legislative Black Caucus, because the mantle is weighing on their shoulders for us to change the trajectory for generations to come in California with the work that we're doing here today. And so I stand proudly and boldly with each man and each woman that's here today that represents the legacy of other members of the Legislative Black Caucus.
Because if you touch the lives of Black Californians, if you touch the lives of African Americans, you touch the lives of everyone in California. We will not be left behind.